Hello and welcome to Gary Teaches Maths. I'm going to continue going through the Edexcel Higher Tier Paper 1 from 2018, and we're up to question 14 at the moment, and this is a question on proportionality. So it says here that y is inversely proportional to d squared, and we're given a boundary condition that d is equal to 10 when y is equal to 4. So the very first thing that we need to do is convert this statement y is inversely proportional to d squared into mathematical notation. So to say that, we can say that y is proportional to, and then the inverse bit means 1 over d squared. So that statement is now saying y is proportional to the inverse of d squared. And the very next line, we need to now convert from that into an equation where we'll add a constant of proportionality, which we'll call k. So we can now say that y equals k times 1 over d squared. The next thing is to try and find the value of k, for which we'll use these boundary conditions, d equals 10 and y equals 4. So we can substitute those in. So we can say, well, y is equal to 4 when d is equal to 10. So there we go. So we've got an equation there now. We can see that, okay, 4 is equal to k over 100 if I just multiply out that fraction. And then we can get the k on its own, or make it subject, in other words, by multiplying both sides of this equation by 100. And that will give me that 400 is equal to k. Having found the value of k, we can now create an equation which we can say from that, replacing k in this equation we've got here, will now give us that y is equal to 400 over d squared. So I've just multiplied the value of k with the 1 there, and it's given me that 400. So that's from the first part, from this bit. If we look at the second part, we can see that d is directly proportional to x squared. So we've got a second proportionality there. So we're going to again convert that into maths speak. So we can say, well, d is proportional to, and because it's directly, we now don't need to create a fraction. D is proportional to x squared. I'm going to do a similar process. We're going to convert the proportionality sign into a k times. So we'll say d is now equal to k times x squared. And we're going to then use the boundary condition of x equals 2 and d equals 24 to find the value of k here. So if we substitute those values in, we get that 24 equals k times 2 squared. So the x being the 2. We've just tidied that up a little bit. We can see that 24 equals 4 times k. Divide through by 4 there, both sides. We can see that k is now equal to 24 divided by 4, which is 6. And from that, we can create a second equation linking d and x squared. We can say, so from that, it follows that d is equal to 6 times x squared. And we got that by substituting the value of k that we just found into this equation. So there we go. We've got two equations now. We've got d equals 6 times x squared, and we've also got y equals 400 over d squared. And the final part of this question is asking us to find a formula for y in terms of x. and then giving it in its simplest form. So what we do, we combine these two equations. We replace this value that we've got for d, which is 6x squared, and we replace it and put it into the equation with the y there. And what that will give us is that y is equal to 400 over, and we've got to be careful with brackets and squares here, it's going to be 6x squared, and then because that d is actually squared, that's all squared. And if we square that out, we'll get y is equal to 400 over 6 squared is 36, and then if I square x squared, I can multiply the powers there, and that will give me x to the power 4. So we're on the way. We've done it all apart from writing it in its simplest form. So we can simplify this fraction by looking for a number that goes into 436. So we can first of all say, right, let's divide top and bottom by 4. So that'll give me 100 over 9x squared. Because 9 fours is 36. And we've actually done it. There's nothing that we can do to this fraction that will make it any simpler. So there is our final answer. Y is equal to 100 over 9x squared. Thanks for watching our video. We hope it's been of help to you. If it has, we'd like you to like our video. And also, if you want to subscribe to our channel, that would be fantastic. For more help, then you could also look at our website, which is bestmathstutors.co.uk. Thanks for watching.